Hello from Aruba! Week 12 is upon us. While I am on vacation, college football rolls on. So in this video, we'll share a few college football picks that we like. Last week we were profitable with a 3-2 record from the official free picks. You can see the results there on the screen. Let's look to do the same or perhaps even better this weekend. This week is a lot like last week. There are some teams that have their eyes on the playoffs and perhaps not so much on their opponent this week. That shows in the books with a lot of double-digit lines. The better team will want to come out strong, get a big lead and then sit on it and just get out with a victory. We're targeting first half lines again. One such team is Penn State. They are currently ranked 4th in the CFP rankings. While they are on the outside to win the Big Ten, they are in a position to host a playoff game if they can stay clean the rest of the way. This week they travel to face 1-8 Purdue, losers of 8 straight. Purdue really hasn't been competitive in most of its games. Except for their 50-49 defeat to Illinois, they have only averaged about 9 points a game, including getting shut out in 2 of their last 3. Come on! I think most Boilermakers are simply looking forward to the winter break. So I expect Purdue's offense to continue to sputter, and for Penn State to get out quickly to a lead. Then get the second string in and take it to the house with another comfortable victory. The first quarter line has Penn State minus 7.5 at plus money. I don't hate that, but I'm going to go with the first half line to give the Nittany Lions a few more drives to stretch its lead. I really see this playing out to be something like 28-3 at halftime. My official play is Penn State minus 14.5 points in the first half. Books have moved on this line and I like it at almost anything under 20. This is one of my premium picks for this weekend. If you would like to get all of my premium picks, visit mjpicks.com and sign up today. Now on to Stu with his thoughts on other NCAA football games.
Yeah, I really like that Penn State game as well. You said we could get Penn State at minus 7.5 in the first quarter at plus money. I see it at plus 130. I think I'm going to go for that one. I'm a little worried about it because I think Penn State is going to open up their run game this week a little more and just kind of push the ball downfield. I don't see the rushing props for those Penn State running backs, but I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I'll probably jump on some rushing props there as well. So nice pick, Professor. Okay, the game that caught my attention has really been a reliable bet all year. It's another Big Ten team, and that's going back to Oregon again. Oregon in the first half. While last week they came up a few points short for us, I think they're going to take care of business this week. Now they travel to Wisconsin, which is always a tough environment to play in. So I think Oregon's strategy will be kind of like it was last week. They get out there and get out quick and then sit on a lead. This is the exact same things we talked about last week. Now it didn't work out last week, but I believe it's going to work out this week. And we can go back to the stats. In the last 4 games, Oregon has outscored their opponents 105-23. Now that translates to roughly 26-6 on average going into halftime. Now, it didn't work at the minus 14 last week, so we can tell ourselves we're getting a bargain this week because it's only minus 7.5 for the first half. If you don't succeed, or I guess you could say try the same thing again and hope for a different result this time. So I'm going with Oregon in the first half minus 7.5. Now, for those of you who are already on board, you know this already. In the past 6 weeks, the professor is 121-83. That's a 60% winning clip. And we're up nearly 22 units. $10 a bet, that's plus $220. At $25 a bet, like me, up $545. You got to get on board to get all this premium content. We're already 10-7 this week. The way you get on board is go to mjpicks.com, sign up for free, and then choose upgrade your plan and gets these premium picks sent to you as soon as he posts them. mjpicks.com. Sign up. Next up, well, I'm going to sound like a broken record here. We're going back to something we've done several times this year, and most of the time it's worked. It's hitting 7 of Georgia's 9 games. That's right, the first half under for Georgia. Now this week it's Tennessee visiting Athens to take on the Bulldogs, and that first half total is at 24.5, at 24 in some places. I like it again. I'm taking it again. Now shop around and see what you can get for the best number. I wouldn't pay over minus 130 to get that hook, to get it up to 24.5. Our Sims don't really have that much difference between a 24 and 25 outcome on this game. So we're actually projecting 13-7 Georgia. Now, there are a lot of question marks for this game, most notably how much Georgia's offense has been struggling due to Carson Beck's 400 interceptions over the last couple of games. Not to mention the recent run on pitchforks in Athens for Georgia fans that are rallying around trying to run offensive coordinator Mike Bobo out of town. They are still one of the best teams in the country, and last week at Ole Miss, they just weren't able to get things going. Now, on the other side, there are questions about Nico's health. The quarterback they've been reports of he's out, definitely. There's been reports where he's definitely playing. So we probably won't know until game time. So if you're a little skeptical, you could wait until Saturday and see if it's announced if he's playing or not. And if he is playing, maybe you skip this play. I'm going to bank on if he is playing, that he's not quite at 100%. And really, he hasn't been all that great anyway. I mean, remember that Alabama game where he missed like 8 downfield plays? More of that, please. So the first half is at 24.5 points. If you take out both of the teams playing sorry as all get out Mississippi State, look at their last 3 games for each. Each time, both teams have stayed under that total, averaging around 15 points for the half. So more of that, please. And to top it off, another thing that's in our favor is these two teams are in the top 13 in total defense, 5th and 13th. So we've got offenses going through some questionable times, especially to start games, and some solid defenses butting heads. So the game total's around 48, but I like it to start slow and some more of the same. Death, taxes, and Georgia first half unders. We missed last week's fun bet when Vandy let us down and didn't show up for their end of the teaser. Now Virginia Tech cruised on their side. So for this week's cheeseburger bet of the week, we're going to go with an outright upset. Now both USC and Nebraska are coming off bye weeks, during which Nebraska changed their offensive coordinator. So I'm going to go with the new guy principle, and he's going to pull out some tricks and give Coach Lincoln Riley and the Trojans some punches to the face. So let's go with visiting Nebraska at plus 285 to upset USC. Go Huskers!
Thanks for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I will be traveling back home tomorrow and will see you again soon in some more videos to help you crush the bookies and grow your bankroll. I'm Professor MJ. Bye for now.